Hello everyone and welcome to Sweats with Me, my Harper if you did not know, and today I am going to try the first time in my life Hot Pockets. More specifically, the Philly steak and cheese Hot Pockets. As I said before, I have never had Hot Pockets before. I've always wanted to when I was little, but now that I am an adult and that I have a slight independence in my life, I decided to try them out. So more or less, this is going to be a taste test and review where I will be, of course, taste testing the Philly cheesesteaks and then, of course, telling you guys what I think about them. I more or less say, number one, do they taste really good? And number two, do they look okay? Because, you know, you always see the beautiful, incredibly artificially manufactured pictures of what they're supposed to look like, but do these freezer section dishes actually look at least even close to what they were promised to be like? But honestly, we're actually working, to see if they actually, are worth the price, sort of, kind of, because, prices change all the time. Do I think they're worth it? And then, of course, more importantly, do they taste good? So, more or less, we have our Philly cheesesteak Hot Pocket right here. It looks pretty close to what it's supposed to. I microwaved it instead of putting it in the oven because that was going to be 28 minutes long, and I do not have that time for a Hot Pocket. So decided to do the 2-minute, 4-minute thingamabob. It's been sitting out for a while, but let's change this angle and see what the cross section looks like because, we're trying to see if it looks as nice as this. Let's just cut this nicely. Crispiness wise, it's like both crispy and not, but it's not soggy, which I really like. But let's just see how it looks. So we're definitely not getting what we were promised. But yeah, I don't even see any vegetables. I just see some meat and some cheese. Yeah, we're only seeing meat and cheese. Oh, I see one tiny pepper like way down there. But I'm going to actually let these cool down more because I don't want to burn my tongue off. So let these cool down and then we'll see how they actually taste. So yeah, but so far they smell pretty good. I usually really lower my standards when it comes to these, taste testing videos. So if it tastes at least moderately good for what they are, I will be sadly okay. Okay, so we are back. The little Hot Pockets have been cooling off for a while, so let us see how they taste. I'm gonna get the bigger one, and then let's see. Okay, I am back, and let us talk about what I think about the Philly cheesesteak Hot Pockets. So number one, the actual dough itself, it's not crispy, but it's not soggy. It's kind of like doughy with like the hints of, oh, it might be crispy. And that probably is because, it was microwaved. If you put it in the, oven and like let it crisp up in the oven, it probably will taste way better. But that consistency was really weird. But I'm gonna give it kind of a pass because I feel like if you put it in the oven, you can change it very easily without like, completely making it over again. The issues come along in the filling itself. There's not enough filling. There's not enough cheese, there's not enough meat, and of course there's not enough vegetables. And because of that, you're getting like a lot of this doughy, weird crust and not enough of everything else. So it's kind of like gluey to eat. Like the cheese isn't that bad, but it's also like highly processed and there's not enough of it to like kind of moisten up the food. So the whole Hot Pocket is like gluey and dry and doughy, and it tastes like a Philly cheesesteak, but it also is like, oh, this is like the worst kind of Philly cheesesteak. And honestly, I've never had like an authentic Philly cheesesteak before, but I can tell you for a fact that like this is definitely not what it's supposed to be like. It's just not enough of the filling, and so it can't combat the dryness of the bread. Like, it's hard to eat at a point and kind of tacky, and it's weird to eat. It also wasn't seasoned enough. I needed to put salt, and I needed like hot sauce, I needed something because it just wasn't enough seasoning to. So it's kind of like a shadow of what it could have been, Like, you can see like, oh, if you had enough like meat or you had enough cheese, you had enough vegetables, it would be so good if it was crispy, if it was like this, if it would be better, but because it's not, it's even worse because you can kind of see that it could be good. at the same time, it's like disgustingly good, you know? Like, I can see why like people like it. It's a fast meal, and if you have really low standards, or if you're in a really big hurry, or both, you will really like this because like it's easy to make and it tastes kind of good. And if you're terrible at cooking, hey, it's, you know, $2 or $3 at the store. It's not that bad. Only honestly, for how big they are and you only get 2, it probably is like overpriced for what you can get. But more or less, from that being said, when it comes to my review, I'm gonna give this, you know, from 1 to 10, 1 being it's so terrible I can't even finish it, and 10 being it's not that bad for, you know, freezer food. I actually kind of really like it. It's actually better than what I could have made, and hey, I'll have it again. This is gonna be a solid 4. It is below average, but it's not terrible. I will never get this again. And I honestly say to you guys, if you are ever thinking, hey, I'm desperate enough to get a Hot Pocket, don't. I mean, maybe the other flavors are worth it. If you want to see me taste the other flavors, please comment below. But at least this flavor isn't worth what you have. Will it have the other one? Yes. Will I like, you know, be like, ha ha ha, I like this? Probably not. I'll probably hate them even more than I already do. And I don't like them right now. And that's really all for today. So, you know, it's a quick little video, a little taste test and review. So, of course, if you like this video, click like. If you want to see more from Watch, just subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will say and as usual, goodbye.